Welcome to day 27 of me backtesting my way to success. Let's just see how the first trade goes. Okay, so first trade was a loss. The reasons why I entered were 4-hour order block to the upside, 4-hour fair value gap to the upside, and a 3-hour fair value gap to the upside. Also, I was trading with the trend because we were in an uptrend, and all of this was happening while we were in a 4-hour fair value gap to the downside. So I was not too sure whether to enter for a buy or a sell. But then I thought, okay, 2-hour confluences that it's going up. I'm trading with the trend, so 3 confluences, 3-hour fair value gap, so 4 confluences, and in a lower time frame, I looked for a break of structure to the upside. So I had 5 confluences that price is going to go up. I had a 4-hour fair value gap to the downside and a break of structure right here that I missed when I was in the lower time frame because I was waiting for a good position to enter, and I did not stop before entering the trade. I did not stop for a second to look at the higher time frames again, so that was definitely a mistake that I did. And so we had 2 confluences that price is going to go down, 5 that it's going to go up, and I'm honestly surprised as to why price is going down right now. I mean, 2 confluences, only this fair value gap and this break of structure to the downside. At least that's everything that I can see. Maybe there's more things, but I don't see them right now. So yeah, I guess I could have stopped before taking the trade and looked at the higher time frame, and then I would have definitely saw that this is a break of structure to the downside, a very clear one at that, and that I shouldn't have entered for a buy right here. Should have entered for a sell. Take profits would have been this area of liquidity and definitely this one. Maybe even this one. Um, yeah, so before taking a trade, stop for a second and look at the higher time frames again. So let's just see how the next trade goes. Okay, the next trade was another loss. The reasons why I entered were 3-hour fair value gap to the downside, 2-hour order block to the downside, break of structure, I entered right here. And also, at least in my eyes, I was trading with the bias because this looks like a downtrend. And I thought this was just a retracement into the fair value gap, into the order block, and then price is going to go down. However, right here, we had the same thing as just the previous trade. We had confluences to the downside and confluences to the upside. 3-hour fair value gap to the upside and 3-hour order block to the upside. And again, I didn't know what to do, so I placed my take profits at the beginning of this fair value gap, at the beginning of this order block, and at the end of this order block, which was also an area of liquidity. And I didn't place another take profit because, like I said, I don't know how price reacts when there's confluences to both sides. And first take profit was it. Then I got stopped out, and I think the reason why I lost was because one, I don't know how price reacts because I don't have the market experience yet. I don't know how it reacts when there's confluence to both sides. And I think the next reason was because of impatience. I had no need to enter this trade. I kind of just wanted to prove it to myself that I'm right, I guess. And that would have been achieved by winning this trade, but that doesn't make sense that I want to prove it right to myself if I don't know how price reacts when there's confluence to both sides. So that was really just a stupid trade to take. But that's what I'm here for, backtesting to get that market experience. So let's just see how the next trade goes. The last trade for today's episode and was actually a win. The reasons why I entered were 3-hour fair value gap to the upside, 3-hour order block to the upside, and also price stopped just below this area of liquidity and went back into the order block and into the fair value gap. And I entered off of a break of structure. Stop loss was below the order block with a lot of breathing room. Take profits were previous areas of liquidity right here and right here. then obviously the area of liquidity where price just stopped below. And I decided to go also for this area of liquidity at the beginning of this daily fair value gap, since it is a daily fair value gap to the downside, and also we're in an uptrend right now. And that's already it for today's episode. Learned a couple of things again, and we'll see you in the next one.